Harambe YouTube, it is Uncle Blurred, and it is time for another action figure unboxing. Today we're going to be talking about a man who is considered one of the pound for pound strongest men in professional wrestling, but not from his WWE time or even his current AEW run, but from his classic Ring of Honor run. We are talking about Claudio Castagnoli. This is an exclusive from the Jazwares vault. I love this packaging. It comes with multiple layers of packaging, starting with the big box from the vault itself, and then we have this other box inside of that box that has a sketch of Claudio on it, the Ring of Honor Jazwares logo up top, and then once we get inside this box, we have the action figure itself, and yet another box that is very, very collector, meant on card friendly. It's a great looking box. Here on the back you have a big picture, kind of a black and white inlaid picture of Claudio, his name in big bright letters on the bottom, Ring of Honor on the top, and on the front we have, it looks like we have, okay, no, this is just a slip cover of a box. So we have yet another box. So we have 3 boxes before we get to the actual box. And here we go. Finally, we have the action figure itself. Same picture on the back of this box. On the front, we have a big window where you can see the accessories. The alternate head sculpts. Looks like it comes with some cool stuff. And one novel piece that I do not have in my collection I'm excited to get. All Ring of Honor branding from Jazwares, since they have the current licensing agreement with AEW. And Tony Khan owns both brands. We're getting these cool throwback action figures. I actually have a couple more figures from some big name stars from the Ring of Honor that I'm going to be getting into here soon. So be on the lookout for that. Let's get this thing open. Like I said, this is a very collector friendly package, but I do not keep them boxed up. I let them breathe, as we say in collecting. I do wish, though, that they would make the mainline AEW figures as easy to get into without destroying the box as these, because there are times where I would like to keep the box for storage or display reasons, and you can't get into them without destroying the box. But here you can see that the action figure out with no box destruction. Now, the way that I do these action figure reviews is I have what I call the 3A system. And those 3A's are appearance, articulation, and accessories. And I grade them on an A through F criteria. Now, one interesting fact that you may not know about Claudio Castagnoli is that, like the Hardy Boys in their early days, he actually did and still continues to make his own gear. So that may be something that you did not know about him, which makes it all the more impressive when you think of the different gear that he's worn all throughout his career, even in the WWE. So let's get into it, starting with appearance here. We have 2 specific looks and 2 heads to go with each look. We have, with the shaved head, the stubble here, a very serious stoic look with the goatee. And then we actually have something we haven't seen in a while, Claudio Castagnoli with a full head of long hair, no facial hair, except for the sideburns. Looks like a whole different wrestler from his Ring of Honor days. And so that alternate head accessory is a very, very cool and functional accessory. Okay, let's get... And yeah, he has no notable tattoos or anything to check, but I mean, it's a good looking torso. The gear, I dig the gear. We have the red tights with the leopard print, and then we have Claudio on the side there. And I like the fact that they didn't try to fancy it up. You know, I mentioned that he makes his own gear, and so it does have elements of a little bit of home brewing in there. And then we have on the other side the leopard print with the Switzerland flag going up and down that left leg, which is pretty cool. And then you look at the boots here. This is a very cool boot design. They go all the way up there, and they actually lace in the back. And you can see that lacing there. And we have a texture that differentiates it from the rest of the action figure there. So definitely, as far as appearance goes, I will give it a solid A. Now, articulation, won't spend a lot of time on this because it's standard Jazwares. We have the head on a ball joint with great motion there. Let's switch out the head, see how it moves with the longer hair. If we can get the head on here. Here we go. Having some trouble getting the head, the alternate head, on the figure. Okay. So we got that on. Yeah, the head moves okay. Not a lot of rotation with the secondary head, but all the way around. A little bit back and forth vertically, hindered by the longer hair. And then we go down to the shoulders, all the way around, up and down. Cut at the bicep for horizontal left to right movement. Pin, double jointed elbows for the extended range of motion. Hands, they go all the way around. And do we have a hinge? We do have a hinge to go left and right. The torso is on a swivel. And then the hip, it doesn't really move, but it does detach. And then we have ball jointed legs. We have a thigh cut for horizontal left to right movement. Pinned double jointed knees. Did I say pinned elbows? I meant to say pinned elbows. And then we have a boot cut right at the very top of the boot here for horizontal left to right movement. I love it when the boot cut is functional as opposed to being mid boot or mid calf. And then we have backwards and forward. Good mobility there, left to right. And so the articulation is standard. The head is a little bit hindered. The foot doesn't move well, so I will give it a B+ to A- for articulation. Now let's talk about accessories, of which we have plenty, starting with the scarf that he comes with. It has the Swiss flag on it, and you can put that on rather easily by taking the head off when you swap heads. And it is a nice cloth accessory. I definitely dig that. And then we have hands. The alternate hands are fist. And then we have a Ring of Honor branded microphone. This is the novel piece I told you I didn't have in my collection. There we have it. On the mic there with the Ring of Honor old school logo on it. And then we have the entrance jacket. It's a very nice soft goods, fake leather, Switzerland flag symbol there on the front. We have the belt. It's also soft goods. Has that nice leather texture on the inside. A real soft material there. You can tell that it is a dope. It is a layered piece. A lot like the great Jeff Jarrett entrance jacket. It really looks and feels like just a shrunken down 1/12 size version of the real thing. And it goes on very easily and looks very cool and does not hinder mobility at all. I am a big fan of these soft goods jackets, and this is one of the better, if not best, entrance jackets I have in my collection. Now, what we're going to do here is, since we have another Claudio, or should I say Cesaro, as was his name in WWE, action figure, we're going to do a little comparison here. So let's bring out the Cesaro Mattel Elite figure and do some comparisons. Now, the Jazwares figure is noticeably taller. But the head sculpt, it's both are Cesaro, aka Claudio. I'm not really, I can't really give one a better grade than the other as far as the head sculpt goes. I like the torso on the Mattel better because it has, body hair definition, which is something that Jazwares never really could get pinned down. But yeah, it runs slightly bigger, but not so much that you can't display it with your other action figures from Mattel or AEW Jazwares. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this action figure. Is this one that you're going to be wanting to be adding to your collection? If so, you can only get it at Jazwares.com and the Jazwares Vault. They always have special deals, so you can wait for a little bit, but don't wait too long, because these are, limited run action figures. But if you can get them in a group deal like I did, well worth the price. If you want to, I got a whole lot of figures that I bought. I think it was about 6 action figures for $60, including shipping. So you can't beat that at a price per, piece number. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. If you would like to contribute to the growth of this channel, as always, you can buy me a coffee using the QR code on the screen right now. But the most important things are watching, liking, and subscribing. I will see you next time.